Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Professor Kurt Sebastian again, and this is a quick overview of the syllabus of our Calculus 1 course for this summer session A in 2020. So if you want to get to the syllabus, the easiest way is to click the Syllabus tab here in the left navigation pane. So click Syllabus, and then this is what your syllabus will look like. Right now I have a placeholder for this video I'm making, but what I have essentially done is in this first line here, you'll see that if you want to download and print out a paper copy of the syllabus, you can click on this. You get a Word document opening up somewhere. Where are you? There, it's going on my other page. So let me pull it over here. Okay. And then everything that's in the syllabus is also right in this Word document. So if I were to expand this a little bit, you can kind of see everything going down that way. Okay, so I'll let you read through that, but it's also on the syllabus page. So I basically cut and pasted that whole syllabus right here, playing with the formatting a little bit until you can see down at the bottom, you have the tentative schedule for everything that we're going to be covering. Okay, so, and at the very bottom of that, you have an electronic course summary that for all the Math Lab assignments that I put in, it'll tell you when they are due. Okay, so homeworks 1, 2, and 3, as well as quiz 1 are all due by Sunday evening, May 17th at 11:59 p.m., etc. So you can see the electronic syllabus with due dates, etc. These are offline checks of your notes that I'll be talking to you about in a little bit as well. Okay, so you have the full paper syllabus. You have it cut and pasted here. I would like you to read through that. Let me just point out a few highlights, okay? So the few highlights are, first of all, the main way I would like you to get in touch with me is through email. So please always constantly use email. If you have some kind of emergency and you'd like to send me a text or something real quick, just make sure you identify yourself. I really don't want to be communicating via text. We're supposed to communicate professionally through our Flagler College email. But if there's some reason where you need to quickly get a hold of me and send me a text, don't hesitate. You can use that number there. Okay. This is a 4-credit class. All right, I'm gonna make myself available at least 4 days out of the week, but of course you can contact me with an appointment for any time that you want. Course description, again, I don't want to read all this stuff to you, but the bottom line is we're taking Calculus 1. Here's a little bit on how to register for the My Math Lab. So read through that if that helps you. I'm gonna make a short video on registering with My Math Lab as well, just so you can get that done quickly and be ready to go with the course. I don't want you dragging your feet with getting registered with My Math Lab. That's like having your textbook, okay? So you need to have your textbook and your homework assignments, etc., as quick as you can. You really need to have access to a handheld calculator. You don't want to do all the tedious calculations by hand, so make sure that you have a calculator. And if you can, I would really strongly recommend that you have a 3-ring 1-inch binder. You will be downloading my notes. You will be filling in my notes by hand. And you will have stuff that you would want to store there to keep yourself organized. So have a 3-ring 1-inch binder that you can put all of your paperwork into. If you're a person that would like the hard copy, the book version of our text instead of just the e-text that comes with My Math Lab, then this is the book right here that you would want to buy. Okay, so these are important dates. These are our first, second, third, and final exams. Okay, the biggest thing I need you to keep in mind, and I've said this already when I went through the course description with you in the other video, but I just want you to always make sure you understand that this course moves about twice as fast as a regular course during the semester. Regular semesters at Flagler are 14 weeks. Our semester is 7 weeks. So we got to cover the same amount of material in a 4-credit class. I've talked about it in other places, but you really should be considering how the heck am I going to schedule my time to where I can at least put in about 24 hours a week into this class, because that's about what it takes to get through a 4-credit class. The rule of thumb that is really good to use is the number of credits tells you how many hours you're supposed to be, quote, in class. So a 4-credit class should be four hours of working through notes and studying and getting that kind of stuff, and then about 2 hours outside of class for every hour in class. So it'd be 8 additional hours outside the class. That's 12 hours you should be spending on this class per week if it were an in-class during the semester, regular semester 4-credit class. So doubling that, because we're trying to get this done in 7 weeks, means that you need to be spending about 24 hours a week in the class. Sounds like a lot, I know, but I need you to get self-motivated. I need you to set aside 3 to 4 hours a day to be spending on the course. Okay, however you plan to do that, but you need to make sure that you are not waiting till the last minute. You just will not have ability to get things done. I do want you to be able to set your own timeline though, so I only make deadlines weekly. There's no late deadlines, so you got to get everything in on time. Now, of course, I know life happens, and I will work with people if life happens and you need some extra time, etc. But I just can't get you falling behind too much. So we do have weekly deadlines. Essentially, every Sunday evening, the work for that material is due. Of course, you'll be turning it in through the week and not waiting until Sunday, I'm hoping. No, for sure. You have to. You just won't be getting it done. Please be professional when we're sending emails back and forth. Be courteous. If we have a discussion board where you're talking to other students, please be professional and courteous. That's what this stuff says. And again, you can read through all this. When you are working with your computer, the basic tech requirements, so you have to have a word processing software. Hopefully you all have the Microsoft Office package, because that's available to students. You have to have an Adobe Reader at least, so you can read PDF documents, and you have to have an internet browser, of course. Really, Google Chrome or Firefox are the best. If you're using a MacBook or something like that where you have Safari and that's typically what you use, you really can't use that. Safari does not work well with MyMathLab at all. So you really need to download Google Chrome or Firefox. Both of those are free downloads off the internet, so you can get those. PowerPoint viewer, I will not have PowerPoints, but there are publisher PowerPoints if you want to look through them. So you should be able to view PowerPoints. And of course, Flash, so you can view my videos, and speakers for your computer. The other thing that's not on here is it would be really nice if you had a webcam, because we're going to do our office hours, and anytime you want to meet with me, I'm going to use Zoom. So I would like you to have a webcam as well, so I can see you while we're talking. And that's about it. And then this is the schedule. And this won't mean a lot to you right now, but it does tell you about how much we need to do. Okay, so every week you have about 3 homework assignments and a quiz. All right, except for the last week of the class, week 6. Well, really not the last week class, but the week 6, I wanted to make sure we only had 2 homework assignments and a quiz, because the last week of the class, week 7, you are going to have your 3rd exam on Monday or Tuesday, and then the final exam on Thursday or Friday. No new material that last week, all study time. Okay, so I think that's enough on the syllabus, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.